So this is week 3 of baby yoga, and we're going to work on some developing balance today, like I said. So we'll start with a warm-up, and I haven't got my baby out, which is really nice to have my baby out for that. What am I missing? That looks tempting. Here she is. Oh, right, we've got Rosie, we're all good. Okay, so we'll start with some warm-ups, and then we'll sing Mr. Golden Sun and go into a bit of baby massage and some hip sequences, and then we're going to start some balancing stretching work as well. All right, feel free to do whatever you need to do, changing, feeding, follow baby's lead. So if you want to come sit on your cushions to begin with, legs crossed, chest lifted and shoulders relaxed. And if babies are happy enough, for a couple of minutes, we'll start some warm-ups. So we're going to start with some nice deep breaths in and out. Just a deep breath in through the nose and breathing out. Breathing in and out. And again, breathing in and breathing out. One more time. This time as you breathe in, we're going to look up to the ceiling, stretch out through the neck. And then breathe out, bring your chin down to your chest. And again, breathing in up. And breathing out. One more time. And down. Turn back to the centre, we're going to go left to right. So breathing in over to the left. Breathing out to the centre. Breathing in over to the right. And breathing out. And again, each side. And then this time we're going to take the head over to the left. We're going to bring the chin down to the chest so you can feel the stretch through the trapezius muscle. Take a breath here. Good, and then back to the centre. And this time looking over to the right, and then taking the chin down. Back to the centre. Okay, we're going to breathe in and lift the shoulders up to the ears. And then as we release, knock down. Breathing in. And out. One more time. Amazing. Bring your hands onto your feet. And we're just going to move through some seated cow. So as we breathe in, we're going to lift the head and stick the bottom up. And then as we breathe out, we're going to roll into hands. Good. Breathing in, opening chest. And then breathing out, close. Breathing in. And again. Good, just one more time. And you do. Steps. We're going to breathe in and all the way up. And then as we breathe out, we're just coming into a forward bend, stretching through, pushing into the ground. Just take a couple of breaths here. It's amazing, and then walk the hands back in. All right, that's our stretching done. Should we really find that? So we'll start with Mr. Golden Sun. We'll sing it through twice, and then we're going to do a nice opening massage for little ones. So if you want to lie them down ready. I can still see you over there. You're very happy today, aren't you? Always got nice smiles. All right, so when you're ready, we're going to start with Mr. Golden Sun. Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind a tree. Peekaboo, these little babies are asking you to please come out so they can play with you. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Amazing. We'll sing it one more time when you're ready. Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind a tree. Peekaboo, these little babies are asking you to please come out so they can play with you. Oh, Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Amazing, well done. So whilst babies are happy there, if they're happy there, we're just going to do a nice opening chest massage. So bringing your hands to the heart centre and just stroking it up and out, down the arms to the palms of the hand. Amazing. And then we're going to need to use that core today to do some balancing work. So we're just going to warm up the core by doing a nice little tummy massage in a clockwise direction. Amazing, well done. All right, let's start some hip sequences. So we'll start with row row your boat today. You can do this either with them sitting up on your lap or lying down. So we're going to take both the legs around the calves. We'll start by jumping the legs in and out to do the row row, and then we're going to rock the boat from side to side, to and fro as well. All right, so we'll sing 3 verses. Don't want to be down there today. You want to see what's going on, don't you? Crazy. Should we do some rowing while you're sitting up instead? So taking those legs, and we'll start with rowing. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. We're going to row down the river. Row, row your boat gently down the river. If you see a bird up there, don't forget to shiver. Shall we row to the shore? Row, row, row your boat gently to the shore. If you see a lion there, don't forget to roar. And then we're going to bring the legs in towards the tummy and rock to and fro. Rock, rock, rock the boat gently to and fro. 1, 2, 3, 4, into the water we go. Splash! Good job. Good job. Now for the next one, you probably will need her to lie down. So I'm not sure you'll be able to do this sitting up. But this is called a push counter push. Really good for developing that strength for when they start crawling and eventually walking. So you want to kind of cup your hands around the baby's feet, push against their legs, and hope that you get some resistance. They might start to bounce against you. If not, they might just be feeling a little bit lazy today, but they should eventually start to kick you away, build up that muscle strength in their legs. Oh, don't do that to me, Mummy. Is Mummy getting you? Amazing. Am I right in thinking that both of them are rolling? Yeah, both ways, or so front to back and back to front? Yeah. Yeah, so I was just going to say, so most of the time, babies will favour either going over to the left or going over to the right. And that's because their muscles are going to be stronger in one side of their body naturally. So when we do this next bit, it's good to practice both ways to try and build up the muscles and even it out on both sides. So what you're going to do is bring their leg and arm over intentionally over onto one side, and hopefully they'll flip themselves all the way over. And if they do, you can bring them back and try the other way. And if they don't, just give them a minute to have a little practice and see if you can get them to roll both ways. All right, so when you're ready, you take one leg and the arm over. Encourage them to roll. You might need to give them a little gentle rub or a push on their backs, and then they might flip themselves all the way. Done, Elsie. Now what are you going to do? Are you stuck now? Very good. Did it? You made it. Yes. Are you happy with yourself? Very good. She's got really strong arms to get into that crawling position, hasn't she? Maybe not too long, and you'll be baby-proof in the house. So then have a go at trying it the other way, see if you can get them to roll over onto the right or the left instead. Yeah, well done. This is her less favourite side. You can do it. Yeah. You can do it, Elsie. You keep practicing, good girl. She really doesn't want to, does she? Yay, fun. Good job, amazing. So yeah, once you get to know that side, like you obviously do, then it's really good to try and encourage them to roll on that particular side. How are you going to do? Start rolling today. Ah, if this floor wasn't so slippery, you might get somewhere, but it's a bit tricky, isn't it? Amazing, well done. All right, so final little stretch. If you want to bring them back onto their backs, we're just going to play a little game of peekaboo. So we'll bring the legs all the way up into a spinal stretch. So legs nice and straight. Bring them up to baby's eyes or nose, and then we say peekaboo. And then we open the legs and stretch back down. Yeah. So bring the legs all the way up, as far as they want to go, and then peekaboo. We're just looking around at the next person. I'll take you through them instead. It's a very cute little giggle. Very sweet. All right, we'll let babies have a little play or roll around for a minute. We're going to come onto our all fours to do some stretching and a couple of balances. So if you guys want to come onto your hands and knees, when you're ready, hands below shoulders and knees below hips. You will need a little bit of space behind you for a side plank in a minute, but you might just want to shuffle forwards a little bit on your mats. We're going to start with a little bit of threading the needle. So this is going to start to engage your core and strengthen your arms, balancing out the body. So we'll start by keeping the right hand on the floor, and the left arm is going to lift up as we breathe in. And lift all the way up and open, and then as we breathe out, we're going to thread that arm underneath. Breathing in, open up. If you can escape the hair grab, breathing out and down. Amazing, breathing in. Go again. Oh my God, very funny. Just one or two more on this side. And when you're ready to switch, you can. You can take the opposite arm up and then thread it through. Good, just one more on this side. And then coming back onto your all fours. And then we're going to try an adapted side plank. So we're going to keep the right hand down again. Take the right leg out to the side slightly to support you, and your left leg is going to extend and turn in line with the back of your mat. And then opening up through the left, looking up to the fingertips if you can, and then we're going to take a few breaths here. Amazing. Good job. And then when you're ready to switch, we're going to bring the arm down first and your leg. Good job. And we're going to take the left leg round to the side to support us this time, and your right leg is going to extend. And then open up through the right. And we'll take a few breaths in. It's okay if you wobble or fall, trying to regain some of that balance from before. And then coming back down to your all fours once again. You're getting everywhere, aren't you? Shuffling all around. All right, so we're just going to do one last balance here, which is called tiger. So for this one, you have a couple of choices. We're going to start with the leg. We're going to lift the right leg up, so knee bent, toes pointing up towards the ceiling. If you feel balanced, you can take your opposite arm out in front of you and then follow your gaze. If you don't, just keep the leg here and you can practice. This really engages the core and strengthens the arms and legs as well. Take a few breaths here. Good job. One or two more breaths. Escaping baby. And then take yourselves down, have a little rest. You're going to start crawling backwards. She's really not going to be long, is she? All right, so we're going to take the left leg up this time, bend the leg, point the toes, And then when you're ready, bring that right arm forwards. Is Mummy really funny, I see? It takes a nice deep breath here. All right, and then coming back down. That's done, everyone. It's quite a hard one, that one. Yeah, I feel like my arms hurt a bit now. Well done. All right, let's come on to our bottoms. So if you want to come into Dandasana, this is where we're sitting on our bottoms with our legs out straight in front of us. You get to come up now and do something fun. You don't have to lay there anymore. So you're going to bring the legs out in front of you, and you're going to turn baby so they're facing the other baby, so they can see each other. If you were doing this at home, you could do it in front of a mirror or something, perhaps, so that they can see, or you could just do it just by yourself. So we're going to do a little bit of supported standing. So if you bring their feet so that they can touch the mat, and then you can just lift them up. By this point, they have lost the natural instinct to step, whereas up to around 3-4 months, babies do a stepping instinct, where they will step from side to side. At this age, they just want to bounce or play. They generally don't just want to stand there. But it's a really good start. To you. To you. Back to you. Start developing that leg strength ready for when they crawl and walk as well. And then we can do a little bit of a seesaw with them to make it a bit more fun. So if you put one hand on their tummy and one hand on their back, you can rock them all the way back and then all the way up to standing. This is going to be really good for their core. Very good, Elsie. You're good at the going back. You don't want to stand up, do you, Hannah? It's like, no, not today. Not unless you're jumping me. We'll do some bouncing in a minute. That's the next step. Well done. Amazing. Oh, super strong. All right, and then when they've had enough, we can bring them onto your laps, and we're going to go through a little sequence, including a boat pose. So this is quite challenging, especially with a wriggling baby on your lap, so go easy on yourself. But we're going to start by lying down. So if you want to grab your cushion and just pop it at the back to support your head, or just move it out of the way if you don't want it there. And it's going to be easiest with baby sitting like this on your lap to begin with. So if you want to lie yourselves down and just leave baby sitting up on your lap. With smaller babies, you can do this with them lying on your chest, perhaps. All right, so from here, we're then going to bring our legs up slightly, and we're going to come up into what we call boat pose. So this is where we find our sit bones. So we're not coming all the way up to seated, but we're coming up so you can just feel yourself sitting, and you've got your legs slightly bent, okay? So when you get up to here, you're going to come up, yeah, to find your sit bones. Then you should you should feel it pulling in your core and around the backs of your legs. Then you're going to bring your arms out in front of you. If and when you feel balanced, you can lift one leg, and then we'll do the other in time. Full boat pose is here, but that's too much for you guys at the moment. So just try one, and if you can't do one, then just lift your arms and take a few deep breaths here. Hannah's escaping or biting, Mummy. This is nice. Amazing. And then from there, we're going to straighten the legs and just bend forwards just to stretch through the back and the hamstrings. Good. And then when we go back into boat pose again, so rock back, find your sit bones, bend those knees, lift the opposite leg to what you did last time. 3 or 4 breaths here. Good. And then bring yourself all the way down to lying down. Well done. All right. Let's do some flying baby. If you want to bend your knees, lifting baby up. If you're able to, give baby a little turn around. You can move to put them on your laps. And then we're going to lift our legs up to 90 degrees and lay baby over the top. And you can either do some rocking in and out like this, or some gentle rocking side to side. And then I'll come and show you how to do the upside down. So just for those of you who are doing it at home, you're going to tuck your hands underneath baby's tummy, thumbs on the mat, and then you're going to lift baby towards you, so they're going into that upside down flying baby. All right? Yeah, so if you guys want to go upside down, then you can. So it's fingers underneath and thumbs on the bottom. So if you just switch your hands around, Siobhan, just so your fingers are tucking under her nappy, and then your thumbs are just on her back or her bottom. Yeah, amazing. That's better. Perfect. Yay, well done. Well done. Have a little play with that. Rock them around, upside down. Oh, well done. Oh. All right, then when baby's had enough, just lift yourself back up using one leg as a hook to bring yourself up. Give them a bit of a cuddle. It's quite hard work going upside down. Well done. And then if you want to come round onto your knees, we're going to do some bouncing now. I'm getting tired. Is it nap time? Not yet. Oh, I know. All right, so we're going to do bouncing. We're going to do horsey, horsey, don't you stop. So we'll sing this through twice. So horsey, horsey, don't you stop. Just let your feet go pitch flop. And then we go giddy up, we're homeward bound. We'll come all the way up and over. All right, so they can either bounce on their bottoms or they can stand on your laps and bounce on their feet if they want to. Up to you. When you're ready. So, horsey, horsey, don't you stop. Just let your feet go clippity clop. The tail goes swish and the wheels go round. Giddy up, we're homeward bound. Well done. Should we do that again? Ready? Horsey, horsey, don't you stop. Just let your feet go clippity clop. The tail goes swish and the wheels go round. Giddy up, we're homeward bound. Well done, girls. That was really good. And then next we're going to do some wobbling. So we're still on our knees. Chest lifted, shoulders relaxed. We're going to do jelly on a plate. So as we do this, we're going to wobble forwards and backwards. So we sing jelly on a plate, wibble, wobble, wibble, wobble, jelly on a plate, using our core muscles and babies. And then we'll sing jelly in a bowl, and wobble side to side. All right? So if you don't know it, I'll sing it to you. It's very easy. All right, so it goes jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate, wibble wobble, jelly on a plate, jelly in a bowl, wibble wobble, jelly in a bowl. What did you think of that? You're very serious, Elsie. Not sure. You're not sure on that one. All right, how about some rolling? We'd like to do some rolling instead. We did a little bit of rolling last week, but we can do it from our knees. So if you want to lie them down across your laps, I know the girls are getting a bit bigger now, so this is going to be a little bit more of a challenge. You're going to plug your hands around either side of their tummy, thumbs on the back, roll them in towards you, blow raspberries or kisses, and then all the way back down again. It is more challenging as they get bigger. Oh, I know. It's not fun having a nose swipe, is it? Is that better? Is that better? I'm going to try some rolling again, even though it's really hard work for mommy. Oops, Daisy. All right, should we come up to standing? We're going to do a couple of balances here and then we'll start to find it. It's past 11 already. So we're going to do zoom, zoom, zoom to come up to standing. So we'll bring one knee forward and rest baby on our knee. Tuck the toes under at the back. And then we're going to do a couple of balances and some swinging when we stand up. So, zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going very soon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last well done. So we'll start with a balance, holding baby still. So this is called tree balance. I'm just going to move that. So for tree, we're going to stand holding baby around the middle and under the bottom in safety hold. Keeping your right foot on the ground to begin with, and your left foot's going to lift. You can either just bring your heel up to your ankle, and that could be enough for you to stay, or you can bring your foot up to your calf and try to balance here. If you're going to do full tree, you bring your foot up into your inner thigh. That's possibly a little bit too much, so find a balance for you. And take a few nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. It's much harder when you're holding the wheel. Stay still. Then we're going to switch sides. Now you'll touch baby to the other arm. And then find your balance again, either heel to ankle or to your bottom forward into the tree. Alright, so this time we're going to have our legs slightly wider than hip distance apart, and we're going to do some lifts with baby. So holding this time around their tummy, both hands around the centre, and then we'll do some strength work for our arms. So as you breathe in, we're going to hold baby close, and then as you breathe out, we're going to push them up all the way to the ceiling. Breathing in, bring them down. Breathing out, push them up. Good. In. And out. 2 more times. Good. And then on the next one, we bring them down and then we'll lift them up and rest them feet. These are really funny. What's mommy doing? Is that silly? Well done, and put that down again. Good job. So we're going to do similar again, but this time we're going down instead. We're going to squat down. So one arm around the tummy, one hand onto the bottom. We want to keep a nice flat back so we're not pulling on those big muscles. So we're going to squat down in a nice flat back. Bring the baby down and then bring them forwards. All right, so down. Do as many as feels comfortable on one side, and then you can switch if you want to. Nice. She's all thinking. So it's a good exercise, my niece. How did you achieve that? Yeah, well done. Good job. You can have a rest. Well done. All right, so we're just going to do a little bit of alignment. Then we're going to move into our lullaby around in the middle and turn the lights off, and then we'll do our relaxation. So if you want to hold baby however you're comfortable, and just come to the edge of your mat. We're just going to imagine we're walking along a tightrope, just to realign those hips, bring everything back in. So just lift it and shoulders relaxed. We're going to heel to toes and use the line as a guide to walk along. So nice and slowly walking all along the edge of your mat. It's when we come to the ground and we can go backwards. We can sing it with the book actually, if you want to. Yeah, if you want to come down, we can do it. We can cuddle this. Still chicken. You're okay. You're welcome. Yeah, I need a real baby, don't I? To build it. Use some energy. Yeah. All right, so we're going to sing You Are My Sunshine. We'll sing it through twice, have a cuddle with little ones, and then I'm going to guide you through a little bit of a relaxation just for a few minutes before we have a biscuit at the end. Look at me around. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are grey. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. So please don't take my sunshine away. And you can either stay seated or you can lie down with little ones. I'm just going to move through about 5 minutes of relaxation. Not sure that's overly relaxing for Mummy and Hannah. Right, so find a comfortable position and then we'll go back to it. Quiet time. Right, so we're just going to bring our awareness back to our breath. Take some nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. Breathing in. And breathing out. I'm going to soften the body a little. From the top of the forehead. Down through the cheeks, the jaw. Softening through the neck and shoulders. Down through the arms, the chest, the back. Softening through the core. Down to the hips and the legs. Absolutely fine, you don't need to apologise. I'm very angry. Yeah, it's very cheeky. Feel free to let her go if she just wants to wriggle around. I got what I wanted, I distracted everybody. So as we were thinking about balance today, I just wanted to talk about the balance of motherhood because I think it's a big balance from the very beginning. Finding a balance between doing everything for your baby and not neglecting your own needs and those of the rest of your family. Trying to spend as much time with them, but also getting the jobs done that keep the house going from day to day. Balancing children, work, money, relationships, everything. There is a balance everywhere you look in motherhood. And we can start to find that balance through our yoga practice on the mat, being mindful of ourselves and what we need, as well as what our babies need on and off the mat. So I'd like you to try and take this with you into your weekend and try and find a little bit of time for something that you need. Something, it might not be with your baby, it might be something completely on your own, but do something for yourself and just try and rebalance things a little bit because most of the time in motherhood we are putting all of that energy into everybody else and we forget to look after ourselves. I'm just going to take a couple more breaths here and then we'll close the class. We're going to breathe in together and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Namaste. Thank you both very much for coming today. Thank you.